This is my 4-H story. You're all witnessing the story approach the very last chapters. Within these stories, I have learned life's greatest lessons. I just gave you a brief highlight of my story without really telling you how it all started. My 4-H story began as a passion that was planted in me from my grandfather and my dad. This small passion started growing, and growing. Chapter 1, 9-year-old Alyssa joins 4-H and discovers that if you put a hard-boiled egg in the microwave and heat it for 30 seconds, it will probably explode. Thank you, Microwave Magic, for teaching me that lesson 1 minute after the egg exploded. The slogan for 4-H is learn by doing, and that's what I was doing, which is what I told my mom each time I made a mess. More often enough, it worked on her, because she knew that in each new project and chapter, I was learning. Learning by doing, that is. Chapter 5, I discovered the interstate exchange program in my county and realized the places I can go, the connections that can be made, and the friendships that will be there for life. Through each new chapter and project, my roots and foundations as a leader kept growing and maturing. Next chapter, which is and has been my state council chapter. This chapter was quite unusual than what I expected, but still has taught me many lessons. I would like to share a couple lessons that I have learned through this chapter. First, disappointments are a part of life that you cannot run away from. It is safe to say I ran into many disappointments throughout this council chapter. I would like to share a couple lessons I have learned through disappointments. First, like most things, disappointments are what you make out of them. It is those who are truly passionate about something that stick with it and come out stronger. Second, disappointments show you who your real friends are. As a council team, we definitely bonded and became stronger through each cancellation of events, because believe me, there were many. Yes, there were many disappointments, but also there were many unique experiences that I wouldn't have traded for anything. Yes, this council chapter was different for a reason. A reason I don't fully understand right now, but I know it has prepared me for my future. As my state council chapter was and is being written, my chapters as a 4-H'er continue. Chapter 12 to my 4-H story went like this. After completing over 15 different projects, from spinning to weaving to poultry to rabbits, there comes a time in your 4-H journey, whether you like it or not, you have to share your knowledge with a younger 4-H'er who has the same passions for the projects that you have done for the past 9 years. It was once said, we grow, we learn, we pass it on. I had done plenty of growing from my projects and learning from that growing. But as far as passing on my knowledge to a younger 4-H'er, I thought I was unqualified. Time keeps going. The time was now for me to pass that knowledge on to a younger 4-H'er. Teaching and helping others learn new skills in 4-H is something I became passionate about through this. This chapter I speak of never really closes, but instead transforms a person into a future leader and a 4-H volunteer. This book is my 4-H story. This exact story can never be yours, but you have the chance, the opportunity, to create a story of your own. No story is the same, and each person has a passion within their story that can shape one in so many ways. The pages are here. The ending is yours to be written.